My name's Wayne O'Brien. I'm 67 years old and I'm retired university lecturer. Like many people, I know people who've had cancer. My older brother died of cancer 6 years ago, who I thought was invincible, but he wasn't. My sister has leukemia, which is being treated, but it means she'll be on chemo for the rest of her life. And my twin brother died of cancer in November of last year. He struggled, or battled, I should say, successfully battled leukemia for 10 years and had 2 bone marrow transplants, and he was getting over that, it was fine. And then he went into hospital because of Guillain-Barré syndrome, which affects the nervous system. And while he was there, they diagnosed him with lung cancer, and he was given 2 months to live. So he came to live with me, and 4.5 months later, he passed away at my home. So that's why I'm doing this challenge for Cancer Research UK. And what Cancer Research UK do, they obviously determine where the funds go to help particular cancers. And obviously they're researching into lots of cancers, and the success rate over the last 50 years has been tremendous. It's increased by at least 50%. So now you've got a 78% more chance of surviving the first year after being diagnosed with cancer. I'm doing the challenge alone and unsupported because I like the challenge, basically. I like the idea of wild camping and the occasional bed and breakfast. All my friends will be donating, obviously, and my family, but I'm trying to encourage people who I don't know to donate. That's why I've set up a Facebook page and a YouTube channel, and it's all accessible via www.321ride.co.uk, which is the website, and all the channels are on that, including the Cancer Research UK donation page. So if you go onto that and just press donate, and you'll be able to donate some money. And it doesn't matter how much you donate, because every penny will go to Cancer Research UK, and every penny will make a difference. The fact that my brother survived leukemia for 10 years and my sister is a current survivor of leukemia is an indication of how well they've come on. Because when I was a young lad, I had friends who had leukemia, and it was a death sentence, but now it's not. Many cancers are not the death sentence they used to be. So the research is there and the development is there. It just needs funding like everything else. Cancer doesn't just affect the people who have cancer. 1 in 2 people in this country will get cancer at some point in their life. I know at least 80% of my friends have either had cancer or are very close to someone who has cancer. And watching my brother die of cancer is not nice at all. Thankfully, I've not got cancer yet. I may get it at some point, I don't know. But the effect it's had on me has been horrendous. Watching someone you love die of cancer, and it's a terrible death, to be honest. From my experiences, it's try to be surrounded by people who love you and support you, because there are highs and lows. My brother stayed with me for 4.5 months, and we had some of the best times and we had some of the worst times, because we reminisced. And he wasn't particularly ill until the final few weeks. He was poorly and he was in bed. He couldn't walk because of the Guillain-Barré syndrome, not because of the cancer. But up until the last 2 weeks, we were reminiscing, lots of banter. That's what our family does. That's how we deal with disaster, really. We do it by humour. And so we had a lot of fun times and a lot of reminiscing and, sharing jokes and stories. So, but then there's the lows, so, and that's, unfortunately, that's one of the things about cancer. It can destroy people, not just physically. All I would ask people to do is to go onto the website and donate. At some point, there's a chance that the people who are donating, as some have already said, will be affected by cancer. So it's in the interest of everybody to make sure cancer goes away. And the only way that's going to happen is through organisations like Cancer Research UK. I'm doing that from Warrington to Land's End, cycling. Then on the way back, I'm going to cycle back into Wales and do Mount Snowdon, climb Mount Snowdon. And then I'm cycling back through Warrington up to the Lake District and climbing Scarfell Pike. Then cycling to Fort William, climbing Ben Nevis, cycling to John O'Groats, and then cycle back to Warrington. So it's a double John O'Groats and the 3 peaks. That's why it's called 3 peaks, 2 wheels, 1 man. Because I'm cycling on 2 wheels, 1 person, unsupported, and I'm also climbing the 3 peaks as well. It will take about a month, and I'm obviously doing a blog and filming on my bike and posting to the website and the YouTube channel and Facebook page. So I would ask, if people do watch it on YouTube, if they would subscribe to show interest really. My idea is to start in May. It will be about a week before May. I've done adventures before. As I said, I've cycled across America and cycled from Rome. Let's just say it's always interesting. Something always goes wrong. But what it does, it restores your faith in human nature, because people come to help you, and I've been helped on so many occasions by complete strangers. And it's heartwarming. So hopefully there'll be some heartwarming stories to follow, and some catastrophes. But I always seem to cope, so